to the Kent Lapp Podcast.
Parenting. How do you do it?
Simple question.
Yeah. I mean, you guys really seem like really great parents.
Man.
I mean, your kids have turned out exceptionally well. Just from what we know about you and Mika, what have been some of the things, that you've tried to always do with the kids, or some of the habits maybe when they were all at home? Like,
Keeping it real.
Okay.
I mean, I always wanted to end up in this place where I'm friends with all three of the kids.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Me too.
Yeah. So
Are
it's
you?
like, yeah, I feel like I am.
Yeah.
And they're all very different, and that's amazing. But yeah, just feeling like if I could get to the point where when they're, 18, 19, mid-20s, if I could be friends with them and enjoy things with them, and, that would be the goal. So I feel like that we're getting close to that. I mean, we are there essentially with Amy. She's graduating and leaving next fall, God willing. She's going to go off to school. So being friends, keeping it real, having dinner together, always making time for that table. Talking about everything, on the radio, in the news, in the movie, talking about the big ideas, the absurd ideas, and that's really where I would say the more direct discipleship, teaching them the gospel, the truth, as we believed it to be revealed in Scripture and through Christ, is really taking the opportunity that life presents to you to teach those things as much as it is about setting aside a space to do that. Yeah, it's like on the way as we go. I'm gonna stay connected with you, and I'm gonna say, hey, you see that over there? Let's think about this for a second.
I see.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah. As
opposed to like, okay, everybody sit down, sit in this space. I mean, we did that some, but not much.
Okay. Yep.
We tried to appropriately talk about things with them as they matured. So like not too much too soon, but totally not withholding. They saw me as a pastor, they saw me as a counselor, and I would talk about what I could in front of them.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. We laughed together, we gave space for them to wander. Still do. I mean, they're all three so different. So it's like every time if you talk to Amy, you talk to Noah, you talk to Reese, you're really talking to three very different people. And so you have to, as a parent, kind of like be in that kind of space with them.
Yeah. When you say space to wonder, what do you mean by that?
Explore.
Okay.
Music, art, ideas.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Yeah, just like, roam.
Yeah.
I mean, the fence line of God's kingdom is really, really big.
Yeah, it is.
So you're not going to probably walk off the property.
Yeah. Some would think that you could very easily.
I know. Exactly. Yeah. And there's a lot of fear that comes from that.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
But when you realize, like, no, this is vast.
Yeah.
I mean, he owns the cattle on 1,000 hills.
Yes.
We're not probably going to find the edge of this property.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great point.
And it's like we're going to be able to like find some really amazing things out there. So go find them, go look for them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want them to feel like they're walking a tightrope.
Right. Yeah.
I want them to feel like they live on the biggest Texas ranch there is.
Yes, totally. Yeah. I love that. We don't do good when we feel like we're walking on a tightrope or having to perform for people.
No.
It's not a good space.
Or like you can look at that and ask that, but you can't look at that and ask that. And there's just very few things where you're just like that. Just don't go there.
Yeah.
There's a few things like that where you're like, hey, like just don't go there. Like that's not going to help you. If you feel like you need to go there, just come and talk to me.
Okay.
But don't go there.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, being real with them, like, hey, that hurt my feelings, or your mom and I are struggling. So you saw us arguing there, and that's what that means. It's not this, it's this, and so I feel like just that's a real big important thing for us, is just making sure that we're always transparent about that kind of stuff, and just really trying to keep that space real for them and talk with them and always in that context of the gospel, the good news. That's always the larger backdrop. Whatever we're talking about, whether it's Beyonce's new album, that teacher at school, that friend, dad's situation at the church. That's always the backdrop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
So that was always that was always really important for us. And Meek and I came together from very different backgrounds. So I think by God's grace, we put together something that was pretty unique in that way. We didn't grow up in the same kind of spaces. So he was very kind to us to bring something together that made sense to them,
Yeah.
in that way. So, but that by far, that's where I feel most humbled in my life, most challenged, and most deeply gratified.
Really?
As a parent.
Wow.
So I definitely.
Well, that's great.
I feel like that's that's a lot.
Yeah.
And it is true.
Well, it's a whole lot, and it's one of the best areas to feel, I think, all of those things you mentioned.
It's vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.